bloody starts
Making coffee.
vacuuming or something.
No. She made coffee, right? So the grinders are going off in the background. And then on top of it,
No, she did something. She did something else though,
Yeah,
right in
guess?
front of us.
No, well,
right in
behind
front.
you.
Yeah.
But you want to guess what it was?
Well, can't remember.
Look at the roof.
Oh, the smoke detector. Oh yeah, my reaction. Do you have to do that right now?
There's a better time to do it than right now.
Out of all the times, oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Okay, welcome everybody to Spack. Welcome, like, even though we're like 5 minutes in already.
Hey Jackson and Post, you regret nothing. Don't regret anything, okay? Trust me.
Hey Jackson and Post, you got a really squeaky chair.
I know. That was like $70 from a weird boutique furniture plob.
Really? Yeah, they sell. It's weird at places like Officeworks. They sell chairs like this, and they're bloody. They look so crappy, but they sell them for like $120. Who would buy this? I'd rather buy a gaming chair or a nice leather chair.
Get one from Audi.
You know those? Yeah, that's true. I was tempted to buy one from Aldi when they were selling the gaming chairs. I was like, oh, Aldi's selling gaming chairs.
I love the description because like the most often common gaming chair is like red and black.
True.
And the description I remember seeing in Audi was like red gaming chair.
Of course.
How generic.
I'd rather get the PewDiePie one. If I'm gonna get a gaming,
can I do this?
if I'm gonna get a gaming chair, why would I get like a $150 red one when I can get a PewDiePie one for like $300?
Yeah, I love having.
If I'm gonna pay,
my.
although I could get 2 gaming chairs for the price of one if I didn't buy a PewDiePie one.
I mean, you could buy other things with that money.
I could buy a Switch, which is what I did.
Which is exactly what. Have you even played that much lately?
I actually haven't been over the past couple of days, but it's
not
because I've
surprised,
been doing other things.
Yes, that's fair.
And that game I got, Dragon Dogma, is a little bit... It's an annoying game to play to the point. In fact, I found out something, because YouTube obviously looks at everything you're doing. Mm-hmm. I watched a video where it's like 10 things you should know before playing Dragon Dogma. Yeah. And the third thing the guy mentions, he goes, rusty weapons. They're the weapons you get at the start of the game, right?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it turns out that they're really OP.
Oh.
They're the weakest weapons you get in the game, but if you fully upgrade them, they do poison damage and slow damage. They're called, obviously in game, it's called poison. It's called something else, I forget, but it means slow.
Okay.
So in other words, you can use a rusty bow to just fire at an enemy boss. It'll slow them and poison them, so you can just keep shooting them, and it stacks.
And let me guess, you sold the items.
I sold them. First thing I did, as soon as I got an iron sword and great bow or something, I sold them. And the annoying thing is, to get them back, you have to go around to weapons piles and scavenge for them.
Okay.
I didn't even know you could scavenge in weapons piles, because for some reason when I'd go, because I'd see this rusty sword in the ground with like a thing, like it's like a pile of weapons. I walk over to it. There was no option to scavenge. I'm like, every time I'm like, surely why is this here if I can't get something from it? I mustn't have like hovered over it enough every time. So I ran around the world a little bit trying to scavenge for it. And the game's good and all, but it's got the most... its teleportation system or its fast travel system.
Oh, yeah.
A, you kind of have to figure it out, or I just Googled it. And B, I don't think it originally had a proper setup. I think people complained about it. So when they released the update or the newer version of the game or DLC, they added fast travel. And there's only 3 fast travel locations. And one of them is the DLC area, which is completely separate from everywhere else.
Oh, wow. That sounds quite low considering...
You can set up, like, you get these stones that you can put in a spot, and it creates a fast travel location, and you can pick them up and move them in that. So if you go to a really far away place and put down one of these stones, you can return to that place. But the stones are sort of like, you got to collect them and find them.
I love how we started off very video gamey. I actually don't mind that, because speaking of Dragon Dogma, I almost thought this week to buy the new Breath
of the Wild.
No, Tears of the Kingdom. I almost thought about buying it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. I meant Zelda.
Yeah. And I was like, I want a choice.
I was going to buy it.
Well, was.
Still will at some point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Still going to. It's really, because Christian's told me, I spoke to Christian about this, and I said, should I get Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? Or should I get both? And if I get both, should I just do the storyline for Breath of the Wild and then move on to Tears of the Kingdom? And he said, it summarized it to, if you're going to get both of them, get both of them, play Breath of the Wild, just the storyline, then move to Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
And he said, if you're going to get one, like if you're only going to get one, get Breath of the Wild and play that first.
Yep, that's fair.
Or he might have said get Tears of the Kingdom if you're only going to play one, but...
I know, because I've just been seeing a lot of Twitter clips and people on YouTube playing it. And I'm kind of like...
Yeah, you have. You keep sending me junk of people building penis machine monsters. And bloody... Oh, I swear, the human society, I'm so glad.
The bokoblins, man. Have you seen how many times they find ways to kill the bokoblins?
Oh my goodness, the launcher.
I'm like, you guys need help. Not just because you're killing bokoblins this way, just because like the ways you're thinking
the
of...
torture devices.
I know, right?
Something's really funny and creative, like the Blue Eyes White Dragon that you sent me.
That was insane.
That video was brilliant. And then you even found one of the Sahim thing.
Oh, yes.
Sharp right.
It's
got the little, what are they called? Kukuris? Kukuraks?
Koroks.
Koroks. It's got the little Koroks. Listen to my call.
Yeah, so, yeah, I probably, I mean, despite thinking about it really that much to actually buy it, I think I'll hold off a little bit longer though.
But you're not a Zelda person or
I like the story.
or a hack and slash person.
No, I'm not really. I do like the stories though. The stories kind of interest me a lot because there's a whole
Zelda stories.
Yeah, there's a whole timeline. If
what's Ocarina of Time about?
I couldn't remember.
I love the Zelda storylines. What's this one about?
No
idea.
They just interest me because there's the three people: Zelda,
Ganondorf,
and Ganondorf.
Yes.
And like the thing that really got me interested in Tears of the Kingdom is because this is the first game in 19 years where all three of them have been in the same game.
Mm.
Now you could
wait,
yeah.
Huh?
So yeah, the Ganondorf, not Ganon.
I know what you mean, but like, wait, 19 years.
Yeah. So the last one was Wind Waker.
Wasn't Ganondorf in? Oh well, I never played Skyward Sword, so
19,
was he not in Skyward Sword?
No, that was Demise.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's the first time I've heard because it was always Ganondorf.
I always thought so too.
I mean, he's in all of them. He's in most of them.
Twilight Princess is also in.
Yeah, of course he's in.
But
Twilight
maybe
Princess.
it's not 19 years. I don't know.
He's
how long
not in, or he is in. You should check that. I'm actually really curious.
So the last game
because I'm sitting there. What was the last game before Breath of the Wild?
Or Tears of the Kingdom that Ganondorf appeared.
No. Yeah, okay, do that then. Now that works. Is that why people were getting all hyped about it?
Yeah, because that's what they were.
Because I guess you don't really count Ganon as Ganondorf because it's when he transforms.
Yeah, well, that's...
And it doesn't show the actual human-looking or mortal-looking person.
Yep. Last game.
Either way. Comment down below. What's your favorite Zelda game?
Twilight Princess. So he was in.
That was like
and Twilight Princess.
Wasn't that in
2006?
2006 was Twilight. I suppose it was on GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh, Twilight Princess was so
18,
good.
17 years ago.
It was such a good game.
I finished it and I remember enjoying it. But I think after that game, I was sort of drained out from playing adventure, single player games, sort of thing.
Didn't they base Breath of the Wild on like they went what are the best elements of Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and I think it was Wind Waker.
Yeah, they're all open world kind of things.
Well, that Wind Waker is very open world, but it's like when I played Wind Waker, I finished the first temple. That was it. I didn't know where to go from there or anything else until my half brother. He showed me. He said, "Didn't you give the fish the treats?" And I go, "What are you talking about? That's
the windfish.
There's fish in the water all over the place. If you throw a bit of breadcrumbs in the water, they'll eat it and mark something on your map."
I think that might have been Twilight. I can't remember.
No, it's Wind Waker. It's when you're on the sailboat.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it either didn't explain it or I just didn't read any of it and it didn't, so it explained it all, but I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I only made it to the first temple. I did that, like the forest temple, which was on a forest island. And then I skipped and went straight to like the bird one. Okay. Because you were supposed to go there or something.
So the thing that people are so excited about Gandalf being back is because...
Ganondorf
is that he...
You're a wizard, Link.
He's in the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which means they're taking place in two separate timelines.
What was that?
There's two separate timelines. So he was in Wind Waker, which is...
Oh, you said... Wait, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are separate timelines. Is that what it's saying?
No, I think... No. So this is just a tweet I'm running from Zelda Universe. They say Ganondorf's last major appearances in the Legend of Zelda games were both the Wind Waker 2002 and Twilight Princess 2006.
Oh, okay.
And taking place in two separate timelines.
Okay, but what other games have they had since then besides Skyward Sword?
Lots.
Really? That's a funny thing. Like I haven't heard much about it.
Well, Twilight Princess came out after. No, Twilight Princess was before.
Twilight Princess. It goes Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and then it goes Skyward Sword. I know that order. I don't know what's between them all. And I'm not sure if Ocarina of Time came out first or Majora's Mask. I think Majora's Mask was second.
I'll be right back. Let's go have a tissue or something.
Alright, no worries. I will Google it.
Yeah.
With my phone. Don't know why it's that complicated. Just Google Zelda games timeline. Zelda games timeline. All games in order. Look at that. All right. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my goodness, I don't want the actual timeline. It's giving the proper timeline for when Link dies in games, which I didn't want that. I just wanted the... So you know what? I'm just going to search Zelda games, not timeline.
It's very, very complicated.
No, it's not. It's not that complicated. You just search list. Here we go. List of Legend of Zelda media. Good old Wikipedia. Video games. Here we go. All right, we've got the actual timeline, not the. This game came out, and then when he dies in this game, when he dies in this game, therefore this game happened. But if he wins in this game happened.
Yes, but that's right.
Okay, so it went Ocarina of Time, then it went Majora's Mask, and then Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons. We'll skip that.
Sorry for those who aren't Zelda fans, but
Four Swords.
We're stuck in this now.
Here we go. Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda: Four Swords again. Cat Mini. Legend of Twilight Princess. All right, from Twilight Princess we had Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass, which is Wii U. Never heard of that one. Legend of Zelda: Spirit Track.
Yeah, they're DS games.
Yeah, is that DS? Oh, here we go, DS. Yeah, we'll skip DS. Here's a Wii. Oh, of course, Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. So that was in 2011. So with Twilight Princess, then Skyward, DS, 3DS, Wii U, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, 2017.
Yep.
There you go. So it was, and then Tears of the Kingdom. So is that like 19 years from?
Nearly 19 years, yeah.
But
17 or 18.
To be fair, what about these DS games? Was he in any of the DS games?
No.
He wasn't. Oh,
No.
well, I don't really count DS games.
I count
Nintendo games in a way.
Yeah, because they're not... Because at a point, there was only GameCube, and then there was DS's, and then the Wii came.
But I mean, think about it like this. You had Skyward Sword on Wii U, I think. So, and then what was the next console?
No, Skyward Sword was on Wii.
Okay, on Wii.
And then Twilight Princess. So the thing is, Twilight Princess got released on 3 consoles.
Yeah, it was on the GameCube first.
Then the Wii, then they got Wii U.
Okay, but we're not counting that because it was originally GameCube.
Yes, correct.
So you had the Wii.
Yes.
And I'm not going to count. How's the Wii U different to the Wii? Besides the fact that isn't the Wii U like
the Wii U is next one up from the Wii? Yes.
It's just a handheld.
It's got a
version.
gamepad.
Yeah, it's just a handheld
with a
Wii,
console,
isn't it?
With a console thing. Yeah.
So it's a handheld Wii.
Yes, basically.
Okay, so we had if you want to look at it from console perspective, right?
Home
you
console.
had home console. You had GameCube, and you had Wii. Now you've got Switch.
Yes.
Okay, so each one of them has had a Zelda game come out on it.
Yes.
But they've all had Ganondorf in those games.
Yes.
So there's no home console that has never had Ganondorf in a Zelda game.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, wait a minute.
What about I can't remember the Super
Actually,
Nintendo
no,
game.
technically the Wii, because the Wii had Skyward Sword, yeah?
Yes.
And that didn't have Ganondorf.
No, they had Demise.
But that's also the only game that hasn't had Ganondorf as the main boss on a home console.
Basically, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's modern times too, modern history. I can't think of like the Super Nintendo or Nintendo games.
Okay, because if Nintendo say if they release a Zelda game every 6 years or let's say 8 years, let's say they released a Zelda game on home console every 8 years, for there to be a 19-year gap between when Ganondorf is in a game versus when he's not in a game, it's not that big a deal if it's...
No. Well, because like the DS games were like...
If anything, it's more surprising that there was Skyward Sword didn't have a Ganondorf in it, that it had...
Well, I think
this
Skyward
demise.
Sword was like the very first, like when you look at the time, based on like when you talk about years ago, I think in the ways of the time, Skyward Sword was the first game. Like,
What was our subject to be?
not Zelda, that's for sure.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. This
Yeah.
will be the Zelda. Well, this can be a Nintendo podcast if you want it to be.
I mean, we could do 2 parts. I'm actually kind of glad you did come, and we can do a bit longer because you're going away on holidays next week.
That's true. I am. Yes.
So, and I don't know if you have much time to squeeze in another episode. So,
Can you record stuff on a Can you record on a DS? I mean, a Switch. Can you record yourself on a Switch?
I don't think you can.
Do the podcast
That'd
on
be
my
funny
Switch.
though. It would be a bit funny. You have a laptop, don't you?
I do, but I'm not sure I want to bring it to be
No,
honest.
no.
Because more travel, more carry-on luggage, all that.
Because like if you're taking my GoPro, he's here to steal my GoPro. That's what he's here for.
That's right. I didn't want it. Courtney wanted it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could view your photos while you're on the go, but yeah. Otherwise, it would be hard. Otherwise, I guess.
That is true. That's very true. Move that closer.
So yeah,
there we go.
we've extended our Zelda talk. It's funny because I don't even like the games that much. I
Yeah.
just don't get into
And
them
you were
much.
getting all excited about Ganondorf. Oh, Ganondorf.
Well, the reason why I like Gandalf so much is Smash.
Because
That's the only reason why-
that's the
that's the
only.
re-
He's just Falcon, but copycat.
That's his Warlock punch sound effect.
Yeah, what's Captain Falcon's?
Oh, everyone knows that one.
It's the same.
Yeah, except less throaty as compared to Captain.
It should have been what they should have done is they should have taken the voice lines from like Ocarina of Time, and just when he punches or does a move, he goes her.
Do you know Matt Mercer?
Who?
Matt Mercer. He's a voice actor.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess I won't tell you the fact that he's playing Ganondorf.
Oh, okay.
But he's really popular and well known in the online community.
I really want to like just name drop a voice actor and say, "Do you know this person, Jackson?"
Well, I mean, you can name a lot of actresses or actors, and I'll be like, who?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. Takashi 101.
Who?
Yeah.
Is that their actual last name?
No, it's an online name.
Ah.
He does the voices. He does voices of one of the characters from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Actually, he does the script. He does the writing for the show.
Oh, okay.
Or he did do the writing for the show.
Right.
But now I want to drop. Who's the voice actor who does Gohan in Dragon Ball Z? Do you know? I really like that guy's
You're
voice.
asking me?
I don't know. He does other characters. I'm trying to think of the other
Put it
characters.
this way,
he
I don't
does.
know him.
Fair enough. All right. So what's so good about this guy then?
He's just been on some of the YouTube channels I watch.
Oh, okay.
So Game Grumps, he's appeared on them a lot of times.
Yeah, I tried to watch the video you sent me, and
WWE.
I honestly I couldn't. Like, I had to start skipping through it. It was getting a little boring watching them do the
that's fair,
character
that's
creation because they were so slow at it. Like,
I know.
they started doing like pushing in the head, and I was like, just keep pushing it in, and then they started rounding, and I was like, no, what are you doing?
It's funny because the previous episode,
What were they trying to make?
Aaron has made his own character, and he took the whole 30 minutes to make it, and Dan only took like 15.
Yeah, because it
minutes.
said part 2.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, so I'd skip through that, or if you're gonna do that character, I was actually surprised, right? Like, what game was that? WWE
2K13,
So
23.
23. Yeah, well, I can't believe how
Customization.
like
ridiculous,
the face
isn't
it showed how you can eat it each section. I was like, oh my goodness, that's amazing.
It's
Because when they started pushing the cranium,
Yeah.
I was just like, just keep pushing it in, just keep pushing it in, get it as tight as you can, so his head would like hourglass in.
It's kind of funny because he put the hat on, the mask on.
I
the
know he
dog
did
mask
all
in
that,
the
and
end.
then he just puts on the bloody not pug.
That's why
what is
people
it?
love Game Grumps because like they do all these things and then they do.
Stupidest.
Yeah, it's like why would?
What
you
was the
just-
point?
Exactly.
What was the other character supposed to be? Shrek, but he's down on his luck. Shrek, but
And
he's
he's yellow.
Shrek, but he's taken
And he's
heroin.
yellow.
No, he's been on a heroin binge.
Oh goodness me.
Because I reckon you could actually take the ears and just extend them out
Yeah.
like that.
Yep, make him look like Link. Basically,
Oh,
give him
you
Link
stick him
ears.
up, yeah.
Or up, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
anyway, yeah, back to the Zelda thing.
Oh,
So,
I don't really.
I know. Let me just say one
We
more
can-
thing. The thing that always confused me, right, is that like Link's not one of these. He's not one of these forest kids. Like, they never grow up. They're meant to be like, I forget what it's called. They're called something. I forget.
Well, it's interesting because he doesn't have parents. He doesn't have parents.
No, but that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
He's got pointy ears, right?
Yeah. He's
No one
pretty
else in the games that I've seen besides Zelda
Yeah.
has pointy ears.
Yes.
So explain that to me. Why are they the only ones who look like bloody elves?
Because of Hylians?
What, they're so everyone else are just immigrants and they're the only Hylians left?
Well, that's the thing because
Maybe they're brother and sister.
Wind Waker was based on when there was a massive flood.
Actually, I don't think he has pointy ears in Wind Waker.
I can't remember.
Does he have pointy ears in Ocarina of Time?
I think so, but not.
I'm
they're
pretty
not
sure he
subtle.
does in
They're not
Ocarina
subtle,
of
they
Time.
are.
He's always depicted as having pointy ears.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna. I should know this. But
So Wind Waker is basically when
it better not be a Mandela effect. I'm gonna be annoyed.
Possibly. Well, the thing is, so that explains Breath of the Wild, the map there, is because there was a great flood, and that's what Wind Waker was all about.
Yes, 100%. He has got pointy ears. It's not a Mandela effect.
No.
Let me just look up Ocarina of Time. And, well, he's got pointy ears in that, although it's not showing. Yep. Yeah, he's got pointy ears in that.
So Wind Waker and Spirit of the Tracks is basically the same timeline as well.
And he's got pointy ears in that one, too. So why is he one of the only people with bloody pointy ears?
Him and Zelda.
It must be because I don't think Ganondorf has pointy ears, so it's definitely not a Triforce thing.
I saw an interesting thing where there was a theory about Ganondorf was actually a Gordian. No, what are they called?
Oh,
Gerardo?
A Goron. They're Gorons, I'm pretty sure they're called.
No, the lady, you know, the people.
He is.
Yeah,
he is. That explains that. They explain that in Ocarina of Time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
he's from their village or something.
It's kind of messed up. Like that civilization is responsible for creating this Devil King, but then that stems back to Wind Waker's.
Yeah, but you got to understand where are all the men.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, isn't it?
Yeah, where are all the men? Well, no wonder he's a bit pissed off.
Doesn't know.
You grow up like apparently he was the only guy, and if you're in like if you're the only, like, for example, black person in Japan or white person in Africa, like heads are gonna turn. Same thing if you're the only male in the room, or you're the only male in the village.
Yeah, thinking about it now, there's a lot of things that make sense when it comes to the timeline stuff now, when I think about it.
No, what? Really? Like what?
Yeah, so like I was saying...
if Link dies in this game, it creates all these games. Yeah. But if he wins in this game, it creates all these games.
There's so Wind Waker, that Link in that game, this is the same Link in Spirit Train...
yes, correct. Spirit Train or whatever it's called. I know the one you're talking
about.
Spirit
Rails or whatever.
Yeah. I've never played it. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's the same one, yes. Because it's the same animation.
Yeah. And it's also because the reason why Spirit Tracks was invented was because it was after the flood. Mm-hmm. And so they go to a place called New Hyrule. There's a whole thing about that.
Oh my goodness. Is that did you just look at that sheet of paper on the internet that has like the whole timeline thing?
No, this is literally, I was going through...
It was on Reddit.
There was a discussion, something about the Zelda games on DSs, and I'm like, okay, because I never played any of them, and nor really had any interest for them.
Yeah, out of all because I can understand you not playing them on center consoles, or home consoles, but you didn't, you never played them on...
DSs.
That's weird. Although I understand the feeling. I've never liked the older games on Game Boy and DS.
It's funny because my first game I remember playing of Zelda was at a friend's house, and I'm pretty sure it was Ocarina. No, was it Majora's Mask?
I thought you were going to say Smash Bros.
No, actual Zelda game.
Okay, so both games are very similar, but one you can become an adult.
An adult, yeah.
In the other one, you can become an adult in Majora's Mask, but that's when you become like overpowered.
That's right. That's when you become Deity Link.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is called. I think it's called Deity Link.
I'm just going to call it God Mode for short.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it is so, like, when you face the last boss, because I think the Deity Master is the last master you get for the boss.
You have to,
you can get it.
So
you can get it. Sorry.
You don't have to get it, but you have to do, not 100%, but you have to get all the masks or something. Yeah. I'd never play, I played, every time I've played the game, I've stopped, at the start. I've played a couple of times, and then I just stopped playing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
It doesn't help that my save gets over. I accidentally save over it, or I load back at the very start of the bloody temple, and I'm just like, I'm not doing this anymore. Again.
It is hard how they make it. Like, you can't save when you're in the temple.
No. This is because I was using an emulator, and I just forgot to save on the emulator. So when I closed the game, opened the game back up, I went, "Oh, fuck." Well, now I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm not playing it. Yeah, I give up.
Whenever I play a game, right? If I spend a good hour on a level, and then I finish the level, even if I don't finish it, and then I have to go back and redo it, I almost give up on the game.
Yeah.
With a lot of games, it's like that. That's what made this game, Dragon Dogma, so frustrating, is because the save system is so messed up. So you can save, right? It doesn't auto save, and you can save by hand, right? But if it doesn't auto save, right, and then I get a little further, and then I save the game. If I load my last checkpoint, it doesn't load the save that I saved. It loads the auto save.
Oh, okay.
But if you close the game and open it up again, it loads where you last saved it yourself. So I'm sitting there going,
Just turn on a save.
Checkpoints are only autosaves.
Yeah.
So every time I've screwed up or I've had to do something, I've had to turn off or close the program since it's on Switch and reopen it up. I can't just load checkpoint.
Can you turn off autosaves? Surely you can.
No, I don't want to turn off autosaves because then it won't. Then yeah, but because of how this open world is for this game, right? It's very mountainy and pathy, so it's open world, but you still have to go in certain directions, certain areas.
Yeah.
So you can't cut across to this area. You have to go all the way around. And there's only two places you can fast travel, and they're both one's here. Then you've got a whole other side of the map. But to get to one, you have to loop around this one and up, or this one you have to loop around that one and up.
Okay.
So maybe I will just get Breath of the Wild and enjoy some open world stuff.
Yeah, you have a lot better time.
Or Tears of the Kingdom, whichever. Same game.
Basically, sort of. It's basically the same game except with added
time pausing.
No, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not techniques.
Building. Minecraft.
Physics. Tools. Mechanics.
Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild, but with Minecraft.
And well, yes and no. Yeah, I don't know.
Can you imagine the big fans who anyone who hears this who's a big fan of the big games? It's like, Minecraft, but
I think that's
rage.
You know what? I think the title of this episode is "Only Listen If You Like Zelda."
No, only listen if you're not a big Zelda fan.
Otherwise, yeah. We're not sponsored by Zelda or Nintendo. I don't know why I have to clarify that, but no. Did you see? I saw a thing earlier say that
you wish you were sponsored by Nintendo.
CEO gets paid far less than the CEO for Blizzard.
Oh well, good on him.
Yeah.
At least he's willing to go. Yeah. Now, if only government people could do that. I was talking to a friend of mine. And he said they should make all the PM positions minimum wage, because that way they'd know what it's like to live off minimum wage, and also no one would want to do the job unless they really wanted to do something, if you know what I mean, or help people, I guess, or actually run the government.
Yeah. So I think it was the guy from Blizzard was getting paid 64
million,
and then the CEO of Nintendo was only on 2 million.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why that is.
I just think because I actually don't know. It's stupid because with all the money they could be making from the games, you think they'd make better games and stuff, but they just...
What do you mean? They make good games. Why?
By who?
You're talking about Nintendo.
Yeah,
or you're talking about Blizzard.
No, Nintendo, definitely.
Who should make better games, Blizzard or Nintendo?
Nintendo. They should,
You mean with all the extra money then CEO's not getting?
Yes.
Okay. They are making better games, aren't they?
Yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no?
Well, the fact is, because,
I'm sensing a bit
Scarlet
of...
and Violet look like a PS2 game.
Sorry, what was that?
Scarlet and Violet look like a PS2 game.
Oh, really? What about...
It runs like a PS2
what's the other one? Is that the one I said was really bad, but you were like, no, it's good?
Scarlet... No, that was called... I can't remember. You said that a lot about games. It's hard to keep track of.
I think it was not Sword. It was the one with the bicycle Pokemon, the bike Pokemon.
That was Scarlet Violet.
That was Scarlet Violet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it ran like a potato, and you were like, it's a good game though.
I mean, yeah, I get mixed emotions about things quite regularly.
I love that. Yes, I've noticed.
I can't find this tweet. Basically, because
it's his favourite game when he's playing it, but when he's not playing it, graphics are terrible.
In the top 10 for the publishers and stuff, gaming
publishers.
Yeah, that one.
Gaming publishers.
Yeah, so Nintendo.
Gaming
the guy
companies.
from Nintendo was even in the top 10.
Who's the top? It's Bethesda, isn't it? Bethesda's on top.
Bethesda aren't even Sorry, not Bethesda. Out of the top 10, do you remember Team 17?
Team 17.
They made the Worms games.
Oh yeah, they on top.
They're in the top 10.
What games did they make?
They've actually made a few other different games actually.
Besides Worms, which they made almost 23 years ago or something.
Well, they've made a lot of Worms.
Was Worms 1999 or was it?
I can't remember.
I think it was earlier. Worms was brilliant though.
So,
just the sound effects.
Pays their CEO 155 million. Nintendo's CEO 2.51.
Okay, but I'm very confused. So are we talking about When you say top 10, are you saying better games or paid more?
Paid more.
Oh, okay.
So let me read this out. Nintendo had net sales nearly double that of Activision Blizzard. Nintendo's recently published annual report highlights their comparatively modest executive compensation in comparison to Western game companies.
Yeah.
So, Playtika, who I'm not sure who that is, but they get paid. Their CEO is $372 million.
You say Playtika?
Playtika.
I've heard of it. I have heard.
I'm not sure what they make, but I'm pretty sure
they make video games.
Activision Blizzard 154.
Damn.
Skills. I've never heard of the public.
With a Z?
Yes.
Yes, I've heard of them.
103.
And Nintendo.
EA 34.
That sounds about right.
Zynga, which I think do Flash games from mobile games.
As soon as you said EA, I thought of the old EA.
EA Sports.
No, the old EA when it's like, what it does that.
Oh,
generate.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it? What is the saying?
Electronic Arts? No. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it shows, it's just a black screen. It just comes up with the EA logo, like in the middle, and it flashes in.
I'm
pretty sure it was EA.
EA.
And they say challenge everything. Was that EA?
Oh, no, that's...
What is that?
Maybe it was EA.
I'm going to challenge everything.
Maybe it was EA.
I'm going to...
Unity CEO, 22 million. Take-Two, 18.1.
Yeah, it's EA Games, challenge everything.
Oh, it was EA. Wow, because I do remember that now. NC Soft, 450.6.
Let me introduce you to one of the popular idle games.
This is an ad.
Yeah, that was an ad on YouTube. Yeah, I love watching someone pretend that they're playing an app game.
Someone says that's because the company cares about its games. And...
Challenge everything. I just love the whisper. Challenge everything.
So yeah, I love seeing where people tweet this stuff. Like that's because the company cares about its games and isn't focused on the next greedy cash grab.
No,
bro, the new Pokemon games look literally like they were made for the PS2.
it's probably just the Nintendo CEO probably just doesn't like. He's probably not into that much materialism. Like he's probably more like he's got everything he needs.
Yeah.
Put it that way. He just wants to do the job.
Someone said, considering how much money they rip off their simps, it's no wonder Activision Blizzard
They're
has so much
simps.
money.
They're simps. He's talking about you, Jackson.
No, this is for Activision Blizzard.
Oh, okay. He's talking about you, Jackson.
I'm not Activision Blizzard simp. As behind as Nintendo is, most of its first-party games put in the effort in making a good experience. And the thing is with Nintendo, they always are quoting their motto saying, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Which is kind of ironic now because
that's a really good motto for when your games are late.
Yeah. No, just not.
You promised it. You promised it over a year ago. Look, do you want a bad game or a rushed bad game, or do you want a good long game?
Yeah, exactly. So,
but I'm confused. So, like, because I was looking. I don't really want to look at it now, but because I got the Switch recently, yeah. I was looking at the games that they had on Nintendo, right, and it was slightly disappointing to see at the top of the charts hentai girls.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going...
It's like $6 or something.
I was sitting there going, okay, where are the Nintendo games? And then it came up with the latest Nintendo games, and it just had Mario Party, Legend of Zelda, and Mario Kart. And I was like, okay, but like the only new one is like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were both in the top 10 or top 5. Yeah. Well, they were 1 and 2, and I'm sitting there going, that's great, but I didn't buy a Switch just to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I'd like to, and I will, but I'd also like to play some of the other games.
Oh, come on.
And now the most exciting thing for me with the Switch is waiting for Mario RPG to come out. And isn't it just a remake? Isn't it just a graphics upgraded the original game? Or is it a new one?
Wait, which one?
The new Mario RPG that's coming out.
Oh, Wonder. No, it's a new game.
It's a new game. Okay, good. Because I never played the original. Maybe I should. Maybe they should put the original on the little emulator thing that they've got, or the
original Super Mario.
No, the original RPG.
Oh yes,
put that on the 64 thing.
No. Okay, so I'm sorry. I just realized what you're saying. So the new RPG game coming to Switch is basically a port / remaster.
So it is a port. Yeah,
it's a remaster.
Yeah, see, I'm looking forward to that because I never played it on 64. Was it? Mm-hmm. And
yes,
and it looked like it was actually fun. And I'm a big fan of RPG games.
Hentai Girl, $1.99 on Steam.
Oh, what? $1.99? Wait, isn't it like $6 on Switch?
Yeah, but Steam's got a sale.
My good Steam's. I could get Hentai Girls 2 as well.
There's a 2?
There's a 2. Because when you click on... Because I was looking at this game and I'm like, what is this? What is this game even? Like, how can you get away with this? Because it's essentially pervert girls. And I click on it and it comes up with like all the other games released by the same company, including number 2. And I was like, oh, it just looks like a dating sim. And I was like, if I wanted to play any of those games, I'd play Honey Pop.
Oh, yeah. And just watch Markiplier play as well.
I just watch Markiplier play. It's more entertaining.
It's so funny when Markiplier plays those games. It's so ridiculous. Gaming news now.
Oh,
I sent you this.
Oh, before
that,
I was going to say, speaking of Markiplier, he released his three parts of the new Amnesia game,
the bunker,
and it made me think. Oh yeah, so I ended up buying Amnesia: The Dark Descent because it was only like $6 on Steam or something.
Okay,
so I was thinking of playing that at some point, and maybe I'll make a video of that because I never actually watched him play the original Amnesia game. I watched him play the what are they called? The mods that people made, the custom levels.
Weren't you going to film a reaction to the FNAF movie as well?
I was thinking of doing that, but I don't know if I will or not. I'm 50-50 on it. It's one of those things where it's a good idea in my head, but that doesn't mean it's going to turn out very well. But I am actually really stoked for that movie, mostly because, what's the actor? I think it was Tom something. I said it to you the other day.
Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
No, definitely not. It's the guy I told you about Sathura, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
It was like Jumanji.
Oh yeah, you were talking about Robin Williams, and then it was like Chris Rock. No, not Chris Rock. It was.
Oh my goodness! It's because you confuse. When I say Jumanji, you don't think of Robin Williams. You think of the bloody Rock.
Chris Rock. No, Chris Rock. It was Jack Black.
The Rock and Jack Black.
Jack Black. Black Jack. Because the only Toms I know for actors are Tom Holland, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks.
Zathura, A Space Adventure.
Tom? It's Tommy. Bloody Tommy.
Oh, it's A Space Adventure. Okay, I'll find the actor's names here. Where is it? Director, starring. It was Josh Hutcherson. Yep. So the actor Josh Hutcherson.
Can't see what picture looks like.
Okay, hold on. This guy.
Oh, him!
Yeah, him.
He was...
So, I originally saw him in Sathura, and then he was in Hunger Games, and he's probably been in other things.
He's also in like a teen hero movie.
Yeah, he's going to play Mike in the SNAF movie. And I was stoked about that because I really loved the movie Sathura. It was brilliant, and he also did all right in... they all did well in Hunger Games.
It was oops.
Yeah, look, it says here for Sathura, the actual
Zathura.
The DVD cover thing or the cover for it says from the world of Jumanji, Zathura, Space Adventure.
Right, and that makes the link. Okay.
I can't believe you've never seen the original Jumanji.
Nope.
Oh my goodness, you're missing out.
Well, hello.
You haven't seen Jumanji. You haven't seen what's it called? The robot one.
Wayne's World.
No, not Wayne's World.
I haven't seen Wayne's World.
No, it's just another Robin Williams movie.
Yeah,
watch all of the
Bicentennial Man.
Yes, the Bicentennial Man. Watch all of them. They're just any Robin Williams movie. They're all brilliant. He just does a brilliant job of acting in general.
Good comedian.
Really is a shame.
His stand up he did at what was it called live at what's that flame in New York famous Broadtown.
We can make this an extra long episode.
Anyway, I forget. Oh, Broadway, live on Broadway. Robin Williams. That's the funniest stand up he's ever done, I reckon.
Anyway, so the SNAF movie's got Josh in it, right?
Yes,
which is fantastic because I reckon he's a brilliant actor and I reckon he'll play the role really well.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the trailers and the actual the SNAF animatronics. They look really well done. Mm-hmm. Like they look like they're from the games, but they also look like how they would if they were actually real. And that's I think that's the brilliant part about it. It actually looks pretty sick. Mm. But it also but I'd say this for older audiences who are looking for a horror or something like that. I don't think this is going to be a horror movie. I think it'll be slightly thriller territory. Yeah. But it'll be more for kids who are like 12 to 17.
Possibly,
or something. Well, not even that.
It'll be interesting because, like, again, a lot of
like it'll be M or not even M. It'll be PG-13 plus or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because like a lot of the weird lately, like a lot of video games have taken movie adaptations now.
Yeah, but it's true. But this is the kind of video game where it would actually make a good movie.
There was Illumination. Mm-hmm. The people who made Despicable Me.
Yep.
They were gonna, because they also made part of the Mario movie.
Oh, did they?
They were going to be in talks with Nintendo about making a Zelda movie. And everyone's like, how are you going to make a Zelda movie? The main protagonist doesn't speak.
No, you can do that.
You could.
100%. It's very easy to do
I
that.
should cast Tom Holland.
You just do it. Oh, no. God, no. Who thought that was a good idea?
Like
He's Spider-Man, therefore he can be Link.
But he doesn't talk, though.
He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk.
I suppose. Well, yeah, he doesn't have the best voice. I'll give him that. He doesn't really have a Spider-Man voice.
I mean, I guess he can voice train. He put on accents and stuff.
I'd rather see him. I should know the name of him by now. I was about to say Eddie Maguire.
That's very not him.
But no, the original Spider-Man.
Oh.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. I'd rather see him play Link.
Bit old.
What do you mean bit old? How old is Link?
No, ageless at this stage.
Yeah. He's young. He's young kid to old teen, I guess.
Yeah.
He looks about in the games. He looks about 18, I guess.
Yeah.
But Illumination did part of the Mario movie. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, they were behind it basically.
They were behind the whole thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I drank all my coffee.
Right. So getting into some news, we're going to wrap up this weird gaming episode because I wanted to talk other stuff, but that's quite fun. We could do 2 episodes.
This is the in-house episode because we're in your house.
You could even say in-room, but then I guess in-house makes more sense.
It sounds... Yeah, all right, we're in the in-room episode, Jackson. Yeah, everyone's going to love that.
Remember,
that sounds so catchy as opposed to in-house. We can point at each other.
Yeah, for those who aren't watching...
Eventually.
Troy and I are in the same room, but you can probably tell that because we're either hearing echoes or just randomly...
Yeah, the quality's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be a great discovery to find out. But anyway, who cares? Alright, so news. I showed this to Troy earlier, but it was quite funny because, people are getting offended and it's funny when people get offended.
We were supposed to talk about the cricket.
I know, we'll get to that. Melbourne parent complains billboard is offensive. And
oh, yes.
A concerned parent has lodged an official complaint about a giant billboard in Melbourne, claiming the video game advert is offensive to Christians.
Oh my goodness. It's
it's
Diablo 4 people and it says, welcome to hell, Melbourne. Coming 6th of the 6th on something.
Yeah, 23.
23, yeah.
The billboard features a horned woman who's a fictional villain from the game and the words, welcome to hell, Melbourne. I guess it would have been okay, but they had the part, welcome to hell. I guess Melbourne, that would have...
I was surprised by that, to be honest. I was sitting there going, wow, that's actually a little bit strong.
We already had that 3 years ago.
Like, it makes sense, but but the fact that it's like a billboard and it says welcome to hell, specifically Melbourne... Like, if they just put welcome to hell, it make more sense. But it's specified the location where the billboard's at.
I like it. It says, the complaint here. Comments which the complaint has made regarding this advertisement, including the following. Offensive to Christian and Catholics. Religious reasons and promoting evil and satanic paraphernalia.
Because you don't fight demons in the game.
No.
You don't beat them up. You don't kill them. Have you seen the... Because... I watched a bit of the because the what do they call it? The cutscenes and all that, and the video in the game. What do they call them? I forget.
It's cutscenes, yeah.
I guess cutscenes, but like it's not just cutscenes. It's also like just video in the game.
Oh, okay.
But I forget what the term's called. But I'm just gonna say cutscenes. Yeah, the cutscenes, right? They're brilliant and brutal. Like, it's got an angel guy fighting that exact chick, I'm pretty sure. And he's come there with, like, a bunch of holy warriors to kill her and the demons. And he, like, stabs her and thinks she's dead and then turns around. And while they're fighting, they're having this whole conversation about their choices because they were on each other's side or something. And he's betrayed her and this and that. And he's like, I have done my service. And then she gets up from being stabbed and, like, rips off his wings and stabs him. And he's like, oh, you have forsaken me.
How dare you?
But it's quite brutal. Like, it honestly... And this is just... I'm looking at it going, oh my goodness, this is just like a cutscene for I think it's the start of the game.
Okay.
I think it is the cutscene for the start of the game. I need to get that game. That's another game I need to get and play. Because everyone's saying how good it is.
I mean, you saying these things, I'm like, Troy's going to buy it and play it once and then Rocket League for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yes, that's why I haven't bought it yet. I need to stop playing Rocket League, actually. I've been playing too much of it lately.
Oh, no, that's alright. We just had the funniest Rocket League session ever last night.
Yes.
You know, the okay, bye. Yeah, a lot of that was
Okay.
said.
Yeah, but it was.
Just
I love.
the way it was used.
I love the way because notice how stupid things like that always make you laugh. Like someone will say something, someone will say a joke, an inside joke, and they'll say it that many times that it goes from being funny to being just a little bit silly. Mm-hmm. But then they just add that little thing, like when he went back passing, and okay. Yeah, that little extra, and it just becomes bloody hilarious again.
If I could have died of laughing, I would have laughed.
That's how I felt. I like.
Bloody. Oh yeah, and shout out to those guys who actually subscribed to us. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, shout out to Turbo.
And Ralph, I think, also was.
Oh, did they both subscribe? That's
so,
nice of them.
So.
That's lovely.
Well, they watch it, I'm not sure. But,
oh well, they'll watch it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I sent a Snapchat of one of our shorts to my friends.
Oh, did you?
I just sent a whole Did
they respond?
I was only meant to send it to Christian because,
Oh.
but I went, well, if I'm sending it to Christian, I'll send it to everyone else. Because we need 20 subscribers on YouTube. I want 20 subscribers on my channel.
Oh, you want it?
I need to actually make videos. I think the last time.
That would be a help. That would be a good start.
You know what? I'm gonna look. When was the last time I made a video besides that thing?
4 months ago.
Probably.
I feel. Check out Pesticles YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Check me out.
Yeah, I've actually, when you upload stuff, I actually
5 months ago. Besides the bus thing. Wow. Well.
So yeah, I usually share your stuff on my channel, like because.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I like to give love around to everyone else.
That's good.
Because people deserve it, I guess.
I mean, you're not big enough for that yet, but.
I mean, thousands is a good start, I guess.
Thousands a good start. Are you up to 1,000 now? Yeah. Well, it's about bloody
Sorry,
time.
Remember, I kept bragging to you about it. You wouldn't said I wouldn't shut up about it.
You wouldn't. So I stopped caring. I've got 17 subscribers. What the hell? Yes. It's because of the bus video. It's up to 5.8k. All it takes is one stupid theme.
I mean, that's
goodness.
It is, man. The algorithm is a weird, wonderful place.
If I get to 20 before this channel, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Well, I can't answer. This is how it is. Do you think this is how those alpha blokes feel, by the way?
I don't know. I don't really. I don't want to talk about their podcast specifically because I don't want to say bad things about them because they seem like nice. They seem like top blokes, but they also. It's just kind of like.
Extreme.
No, it's not even extreme. I'm just sitting there going, look, come on, like.
There's some sense.
No, it's not. It's like the best way for me to describe it is we're doing our podcast, right?
Yeah.
So if we were to put ourselves in a category, we would be podcasters who are Australian.
Yeah.
But if I were to put them in a category, I'd put them as Australian podcasters. And there is a difference. Because anyone can go, oh yeah, when the other day I was sitting over at in the Portaloo and I had a real ripper out and oh my god, I almost blew up the bloody toilet. I went out and everyone, all the electricians and the bloody painters and even the concreters went, oh that bloke, my goodness, what the heck did he eat? Oh, we've got a caller in. Oh yeah, it's all Jesse. It's all Jesse, the truckie driver. Yeah, how's it going, fellas? Good on you, fellas. Have a good one. Have a beer on me.
I've had so many ideas in my head that I just need to actually act upon because I was gonna surprise you with one or two of them.
Yeah.
But I don't want to tell you because it'd be a giveaway because then you'd be expecting it.
Alright, fair enough. Don't tell me then.
I won't. And it may be a little slightly plagiaristic, but at the same time. No one's pointing fingers, so...
Who were you going to copy, like, Distractable or something?
No, we've already done that many times.
Do you know what I've thought about doing? Sorry, since I don't really... Well, I'm a bit lazy and I don't make YouTube videos very often or anything like that. I have thought about this, and I think this is horrible, but also a brilliant idea. So, I go onto YouTube, right? I go to, like, the channels that I watch. The first video I find, right? Here we go. It's got Max Tax, right? It's... Amphibious amphibian playing The Sims Max Tax City.
Okay.
So you can already tell the premise of he's playing Sim City and he puts the taxes up to the highest to see how much money he can get.
Okay.
So my thought was, all right, I'll do that video too.
Okay.
Scroll down. Let's see. That's a video. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Anyway.
Here we go. Here's another one. Fallout. It's just a Fallout game that someone's. It's Fallout. Neveo, Mexico.
Neveo.
Is it Neveo?
Neveo.
Neveo, Mexico official gameplay trailer.
I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll play that when it comes out. But that's not.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's one by the Spiffing Brit. Steam Summer Sale 2013. Perfectly balanced infinite trading cards.
Gee.
So he's basically just going to go onto Steam and show how you can buy buy this card, then trade it in. You get extra Steam credits, so you buy another card, trade it in. It's going to be something like that. So, all right, I'll do a video like that too. You see the pattern? You see where I'm going?
I'm seeing what you're putting down.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what? Look at this. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That's the game that I've been playing. How to have fun really fast.
Really fast. Because you can have fun real quick.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Overcomplicated famous brands. Someone's posted. And they're just... It's probably a comparison video. All right, I'll do that too. Like, I've been looking at all these...
Just do them, Troy.
all these videos that people make. I was looking for like a 100-day Minecraft one.
Yeah.
So I could say, I spent 100 days doing this in Minecraft. And I'll go, okay, I'll do a video just like that. But I'm getting a lot of junk here.
Not surprising. Oh. We'll wrap this part up.
But basically what I'm trying to say is I'll just find random videos online, copy the title and that and the premise and idea and just do my own version. Do a crappier version.
As you do.
I'll be unoriginal.
Yeah, that's very original.
I mean, we're already unoriginal. We know that there's the Alpha Blokes and then there's those other guys.
Brilliant beers.
Is that it? Brilliant Beers? Yeah,
I remember because I was listening back to our podcast.
You sent that to me. I'm so glad I didn't watch that because they look like a complete copy of the guy started. The thing he was wearing, right? I thought it was like a Hawks jersey.
Yeah.
No, it was their logo thing.
Oh, they had their own logo.
The beer thing. It as a football shirt.
Quick question.
Yeah.
You happy with our logo?
Happy with our logo.
Like the cartoony face.
It's fine. We might change it at some point, but I'm quite happy with how it is. We made it ourselves.
I went through AI and what would they do?
I take that back. We did not make it ourselves. You didn't work. Didn't you just take the photos and cartoonize them?
I did that myself.
Oh, did you make another one?
I'm interested to see what AI would do with the thumbnail, like with our logo. Like, would they simplify it? Would they just get rid of our faces and just put in average?
Well, I guess it would. Oh, I got something to show you. So you'll love this.
It's not wrapping up yet.
So yeah, people. It's a shame because I can't show audience people. Like,
if you're watching.
I could, but you'd have to do some editing. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
so I got a photo here, right? It's a photo of me wearing a Marvel t-shirt, right?
Right.
But what I've done, so you see that's the photo.
Oh my goodness!
So
what's with your hair?
It's an old photo.
Okay.
I've zoomed in, taken a screenshot of the photo, right? And Snapchat has got this cool filter where it got you doing the voice thing.
Okay.
Right? I was able to set it up with this photo, but you know the best part? I took a little AI app that animeified yourself. Oh, I gotta show it to the camera if it'll even show.
Pick your camera.
Let's see. So that's the photo of me, right?
And this is
An old
before.
photo from a few years ago.
This is before, and this is after.
And that's another anime.
A lot of
You can tell because it's gone from Marvel to
whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. So a lot of because a snap camera, we snap app or we used.
But the funny thing is,
Thing.
But I took the anime-fied photo, then I had the Snapchat filter, so it shows the anime character doing the song where he's like, I'm hot, I'm this.
Sexy, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
We'll wrap it up there.
Sorry for this inconvenience of an episode, but hey, future us will be happy that we have something to listen to, Troy.
That's right. Be unoriginal. I'm talking to you, Troy.
And
talking to me. Jackson, no, you stick to your guns.
Don't point at me. You're driving, aren't you? Yes, I know you are.
I'm going to be annoyed. Well, I will be driving.
Troy,
probably.
do you have anything to say to your future self right now?
Yes, I'm sorry about that job that you have to do. I'll be sitting I'll be listening to my headphones. What job is he talking about?
Only you would get that.
I'm talking about the one you're currently doing. Hopefully it's a good one. Actually, I'll probably be doing this listening to it after my holiday.
All right, Jackson. Good luck with the editing in this one, mate. Yeah, he just said thanks.
I'm done. You're talking to yourself because you're the only one who listens to it.
Basically.
Alright, I'm done. I'm finished.
See
Make
ya.
it end.
Bye.